So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second morning session here on Friday. My name is Hank Green, and by virtue of being the last person on the schedule, I'm the organizer for this particular session. We've had a small change. So instead of Lena talking to us about exploring ecocentric networks of hybrid organizations, we're going to have Aliakbar Akbar talking to us about this tool for measuring cyber or virtual social capital. Thank you.
Thank you. First, I should say the simplest version of my name is Ali. And yeah, I hope you can remember that because there has been some different tools presented here and in different sessions. And I was fascinated with seeing these tools. And then I asked myself, what am I doing with this tool? With one coworker, but there are some still interesting things to see. And do not leave the room. But we have built some kind of application, online application. You can see on socialvillage.me to help users know their social village. It means that who are your gang or online gang. And it has an Android and iOS version, but somehow in the current version, they are being somehow prepared more because of the the problems of the responsiveness or something like that. But the web version works. And actually, about these interesting things, I have been awarded based on these two scholarships for summer schools, and also it will be the full version of the paper will be presented at Asonam this August on Paris, and I hope to meet you there. The outline of presentation, in sake of time, I should be more faster. First, I will touch about the starting question, what was the starting point of this research, and a brief review of literature because you are so familiar with the different words. And my theoretical framework is Lean's theory of social capital, then the methodology and the application itself, and the results so far. The starting question was, can we measure social capital through online social networks or not? If the answer is yes, how we can measure it through the social networks? And because of the different definitions of social capital, I should say that my selected definition in this research is non-Lean's definition based on the social resources theory that people try to build, improve, sustain their relationships in order to gain expected returns. So the definition is investment in social relations with expected returns. And how people are measuring social capital, in real life, in online, or in different contexts. You are seeing different papers. They are using mainly based on the Van der Gaarde's review on 2005. They are mainly using recognition methods or recall-based methods. In recognition, they provide you with a list of people and ask you who are you known or familiar on this list. And in the recall version, there is some kind of like open question, and they ask you to name people on the first name basis that you know, and different types like affective type. I saw Nets Canvas, they are working really great on this affective type, or role related like position generators, or exchange relationship like resource generators. That they are asking like if you have a problem, who you go to ask for help. Mainly based on the Lean's review, they are mainly focused on embedded resources. They are seeing that on this particular network, who has some kind of resource and providing the resource for the other people, or they are focused on the network location of the people, being a bridge or being isolated or different aspects of that. And then they are measuring network resources, contact resources, and different things based on these. But on 1999, non-Lean said that we can combine these two aspects to each other by somehow seeing network resources and also network locations. I should say, based on the review of the literature, and I'm quoting from Van der Gaarde, despite these efforts, there is a lack of standardized, reliable, theory-driven measurement instruments and for social capital. And if you consider in online social capital, the situation is even Well, so the theory we selected based was nonlinear theory, and he sees that the network locations and the structural position gives you some kind of access to resource, some kind of access to different people with different resources. But as Anthony Giddens theoretized it, you are the agent, human agent, inside the structure. You choose to motivate or activate this kind of access or not, this potential access or not. So we have a process of capitalization, and some agents, they are mobilizing their relationships to access the resources. Some of them, they are not. And how we can see that? How we can see if this social capital is working or not? Through the returns, through the expected returns and outcomes. Lean has somehow separated these outcomes to instrumental and expressive ones. And in this tool that we have built based on this theoretical framework, we are operationalize different kinds of aspects of that model in these 4 questionnaires to measure the social capital. But as you know, I'm checking the time because I'm so afraid of the guy in control of the time. And but yeah, but we have 4 questionnaires. Maybe you are like scared of, wow, 4 questionnaires, different ones, and line questionnaires. Yes, they scare people too. And we were like thinking, if we walk in the shoes of the people, what will happen? I saw like an interesting tool 2 days ago, Gen C, by I forgot the name, sorry. But it was interesting, like asking questions of the name generator, position generators, but in an interesting way. Here we had the same goal. We operationalized that, but in a kind of gamification. If you go to the socialvillage.me, you will see different social logins, and we are using this social auth to get permission of to people's data, but to somehow build the measurement based on the data, we are using the friend list as just the name generator, and then we are building the other steps of the model, theoretical model, based on that name generator. Why we are doing that? Because like 2 days ago here, I touched with Bernie, and he said they are not real networks. People are not talking about like their relationships, I mean some kind of relationships or some kind of exchange there. I said, yes, that's right. But they have their friend list, and the friend list has too many overlaps with their real ones. That's the interesting thing for me to study. So what was the gamification part? What was the some kind of making it more interesting, more fun for people to interact with the tool and answer our questions? We told people, do you know your most relevant people in online social networks? Do you know your social gang or not? Do you know who are interacting more with your content or not? Like you are posting on Facebook, who are commenting, liking? You will say like, I know them, like Bob is my friend and he is always commenting on my posts. Or like Cathy, yes, she's my friend and she's always liking but not commenting. You know 2, 3, or 4 of them, but you don't know 55 of them. Okay, here we are saying that based on the kind of data we are gathering, we are saying that you can know your social village more with this tool. Okay, people, they showed some outcomes like they were interested, not interested, mediocre, or so-so at the same time. But we told them that you can compare your social village in Facebook and Google+, and compare them to Twitter and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional network. You see who are somehow interacting with your content there. You are posting about your professional things to do, and you want to see who are interested in your work. And then this is the outcome of name generator. Here, he is one of my friends. You are seeing that the questions are being asked based on my friend list on Facebook separately, on Google Plus separately. So I have two social capitals. One from that, Facebook, and one from Google Plus, and I can compare them to each other. Then we told people that you can give us some feedbacks based on the questionnaires, and then you have some results. How we are giving them results? Like, I should say we used scales, like interactive scales, to help them somehow be more comfortable answering or more fuzzy. And then we are giving them the interpretation and the score in real time. That's the idea, because based on the most recent research done by Microsoft Research, they showed that people will interact with you, they will give you their data if you provide them with something valuable. If you give something to them, they will provide their data to you. And then that's some kind of gamification, but it's a work in progress. We are, we are going to make this kind of questionnaires more easily, more somehow user-friendly, and more interactive, kind of like game. What was the results? The first results was the tool design, because there is, because there is no data. There is no data to work on that as a secondary basis, as kind of like this. The first result was that we had 4 times more participation rate and response rate between our users. And although our user base are somehow small right now, but we are hoping that with releasing the second version, our users will be much more. And you can see in different languages, because this tool is developed in 3 languages, we have different response rates, but on average, 43%. In ordinary or normal average online social surveys, the response rate is 10%. Then this is the result of the name generator. We built the social network of people based on their Facebook friend list. Then we added them together and extracted the components, somehow islands, and then measured the different parts, different measures of the social network analysis inside each component, because they are islands, and if we measure betweenness entirety, it will be dead end based on the components. And we reached some interesting components between people, interesting structures. And to be more faster, yes. Based on the name generator, we started from the friend list as a name generator. Then we asked about their positions of each friend. You are answering about 5 of your friends, but 5 of them that we have calculated the most relevant score of them, and we have shown you, and we have asked about their positions. Based on the fact that people are telling these are not somehow real relationships, but we are seeing that people know who they are connected with, like their position. And then the resource generator results based on the name generator and position generator, we asked who is your friend, and then we asked the supports they are providing to each other, some kind of supports they are giving and some kind of supports they are receiving. And we see that they are getting supports. So I will go for, yes, this is the kind of thing we are providing, because it's a kind of research platform for users to know more about their social village, and for researchers to have the data. Because I have dealt with the problem of the data for like 5 years, and I know it sucks not to have data to analyze or to do research on. And this is the kind of data we provide for researchers. The combination between the name generators, this person is our user, the main user. These 5 yellows are the persons she has answered about, and these are the resource, these are the position generator and the demographical things. And then we have the resource generator results. We add them together on this graph, and we present the researcher with the graph and the data of people. We know that she has contacted with like a male and other females. Some of them are colleagues, some of them are family and their positions. Some of them are employees and some of them are intellectuals. And that's the power of this kind of tool based on this data. And in the upper side, you are seeing the two sides of the Linz model, the potential social capital and the mobilized social capital, the outcomes. Was it working or not? The social capital yielded some kind of outcome or not? And here we are seeing that based on the degree eigenvector, betweenness and closeness, this person should be somehow has a kind of more than average potential social capital. But in sake of the supports and outcomes based on the resource generators, she is not getting that much research and somehow less than like 20%. And yes, we should ask why. Our innovations in a nutshell, we try to adopt non-Linz model on online social networks. We try to improve social survey participation and response rate. We try to improve social capital measurement and also do a practical thing for users to help them know more about their social village and know more about their scores, and also give them some interpretations and provide them some basis to compare their social village inside different social networks. And with the help of the gamification, we gain some results. What to do next? Because this is a work in progress. The analysis is not done yet. I mean, the analysis of my thesis is not done yet because we should correct some problems that we faced, like the questionnaires being long, like we should implement more gamification. But compared to the different interesting tools that has been presented these days, you should consider that this work has been done with just me and my friend as a developer without any fund or something, just as a side project, for me as a research project, for him as some kind of hobby to help me. And that's the problem behind this thing. But it helps in dynamic network analysis because we have the timestamps, we have the changing relationships, and also we have the changing resources. We can do the panel research based on the different timestamps and then ask people if they are gaining more resources through the time or not. And I will be happy to hear your comments. You can go to socialvillage.me to see the tool and then maybe give me some comments or some ideas how to improve this tool and how to gain more results. I have 2 minutes for questions, yes? That's it.